Okay. Good evening, everyone. Glad everybody was here to make it. We'll let other people file in, but I will get started. Today, I want to start by welcoming everybody to this presentation where we're going to be talking about ULT, the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation, this really great 90-day program that many people are on, many people are promoting, as well as many people are considering going on. So this is going to be something that will be available as information out there to educate people on this wonderful program. But really, today I want to talk a little bit more about just the fundamentals of what's in the ULT and for people to understand how its ingredients specifically can really help with healing. Now, I talk healing, I talk broadly. Again, we're not making any promises, but it's just the idea of looking at what ULT is in terms of what it consists of the meal program and how those things we know very well as being great food sources that do provide many of the benefits, and combined together, they can help you improve your health overall. So just a disclaimer, right? This presentation is for education purposes only. I have to say this. This presentation is not meant to replace the diagnosis, recommendations, or professional advice. Many people know that, but I have to say it. When I say heal, I mean, I'm not making any guarantees. We understand that. But heal in the sense of it's here to support your body and to nourish it. And that's the goal. And if you support your body and nourish it, your body can take itself into really nice places. The suggestions are not meant to replace prescription drugs or procedures. I have to say that. And it's not meant for people with severe, urgent, and emergent illnesses. Okay. So everybody's kind of happy where they are. Nothing's urgent or emergent. And they're really interested to see where they can take their bodies. So just to introduce myself, my name is Ian Hossein. I am Tox-Free Doc. Many people know me on Instagram. I'm a holistic health practitioner. I study at the New Eden School of Natural Health and Herbal Studies. I'm an autism dad. I have a 12-year-old son on the spectrum who's really made great improvements with the things we've instituted in our health. I'm a thyroid healer. I have my own journey with regards to Hashimoto's, trying to address it naturally without being on prescription drugs. I'm a gut healer. I've gone through my own journey of having to deal with bloating and indigestion and things like that related to my gut and healing it. I'm a ULT customer myself. I've been through the 90-day program and enjoyed it. I'll dedicate another Zoom to discussing my own experiences and the experiences of other people. But yeah, I've experienced more energy and I pass stuff. I'll just say that. I'll leave the details for another Zoom. I'm also a professor of biomedical and chemical engineering. So I come to any type of program that I do and any program that I recommend for my clients and my Instagram followers. I come through it through a critical eye, just as critical as everybody else, although I'm not here in an official capacity as a professor. I'm here today as Tox-Free Doc. So this presentation is going to be letting you a path to nutrition, a path to gut healing, a path to cleansing your body, a path to detox. Much of what I'm going to say today is things that many people who have been around in the holistic and wellness field or area kind of know well. This is really going to resonate with a lot of you. Many things that I say, nothing I'm going to say is going to be surprising or blow your mind. It's just going to show you how foundational the ULT program is and how it resonates with my belief and many people's belief that food is really the path to healing. We're going to talk about the ULT program as offering comprehensive support for nutrition and detox. And today we're going to specifically talk about the power of the ingredients. Ask questions during the talk. If you want to ask a question, I might be able to see it. The Zoom is a little bit kind of set up where I can't see anybody, but I'll try my best. If not, we'll definitely have a time to answer questions after the presentation. And we're here to learn. We're here to discuss, right? I'm here to tell you how I understand the program, how I understand its ingredients, how I understand its benefits. I'm here to hear other people's experience and thoughts as well. So we're here to discuss. So don't see me as Tox-Free Doc, I'm the authority, but I'm here just to share what I believe is being really beneficial. And hopefully you can find benefit too. So there will be time after the presentation for more questions and discussions. So the way I want to start is by asking everybody a question. What is in your urine? We know we are all exposed to things, especially if you're living in the United States. There's toxins everywhere, chemicals, pathogens, bacteria, pesticides, fungus. What is in your urine? Well, I'll show you what I think is in your urine, right? This is a urine test that I run on a client, which measures different levels of different chemicals, environmental toxins, and mycotoxins in the body. What do you notice? This person is high in bisphenol A, right? 95th percentile. High in glyphosate, one of the most common herbicides used. It's called Roundup. It's its official name, kind of in products that you can buy. It's kind of high in glyphosate. Fumonisins, right? That is a mold toxin. It specifically comes from barley and wheat and rye and beans and also quinoas. Ochre toxins, that's the favorite mold of most people that are afraid of mold. That's the mold spores that you see on drywall and water damage that people are dealing with in your apartment or house that you have to mitigate. Okay, this client is high in 4 different toxins: bisphenol A, that's microplastic; BPA, glyphosate as herbicide and pesticide; and 2 mold toxins, right? And additionally, in the kind of lower, the kind of yellow range, we have different percentiles. Red is what we really address as practitioners. Orange is what we're kind of cautious of, right? We have 2-Hib, that's a gasoline additive, right? So if you're living in a city, this dimethyl dithiophosphate, that's a herbicide. And we can keep going down: aluminum, arsenic, the 2 of the most common heavy metals in people's urine. And then other types of mold toxins, patchouli can be found on apples and other types that are mostly found in grain. The interesting thing about this test is this is from somebody who's been eating organic for 10 years, banished plastics, BP, and all that stuff for 10 years. Clean products, has gone through even other detoxes, but this is what is in them, right? We are constantly being exposed to herbicides, pesticides, microplastics, mold toxins. I love organic food just as much as everybody else, but organic food, especially if it's stored for a long time, if it's not cleaned properly, if the moisture in it is very high, we love organic food, so does parasites and bacteria, and especially mold. People's organic food, I get it. It's well-intentioned. You want to eat clean food. You want it to be free from herbicides and pesticides, but it can be laced with mold. And oftentimes, if you're trying to go on a detox cleanse journey, the food that you're trying to do to nourish you is actually not doing that. Okay. The next question I want to ask is, what is in your stool? What are you pooping out? What are you pooping out in terms of things living in you? And what are you pooping out, things that indicate what's going on in you, right? Well, I know you have inflammation, right? Calprotectin, beta defensin, lysozyme is an enzyme that's used to kill bacteria. It's very, very common in my clients, when we run stool tests, that they have high inflammation markers. Calprotectin, an indication of inflammation; beta defensin, another indication of inflammation; and lysozyme, like I said, is an enzyme that's created to help break apart bacteria. Many of you probably have digestive insufficiency. You're pooping out meat fiber. You're pooping out vegetable fiber. That fiber that's meant to be there to support your body, your gut microbiome, to heal your gut, is not being digested. Bad bacteria eat it up. It ferments. You bloat. You have gas. And you poop out this vegetable fiber. And if you're not digesting the vegetable fiber, what does that say about the phytonutrients in the vegetables that you're trying to eat? You've been juicing for years, yet you still don't feel well. You've been eating organic vegetables. You've been doing everything right. You still don't feel well. It's because you have digestive insufficiency. Meat fiber too. I tell this to all my clients. You gotta eat your meat. You need your meat. You need your protein, the amino acids. The iron as well for most women is too. But the amino acids are so essential. You're pooping out the meat fiber. And what is meat fiber? Amino acids. You're not digesting the meat that you need, that's so critical, as we'll show when we get into the ULT program, that's so important for your health, for your detox, for your overall well-being, for your mind, for your muscles, for your gut, for your mood. Okay. Another thing that I'll most likely see if I looked at your poop, right, is fecal antigliadin, gluten intolerance, right? These kind of hybridized wheats, right? They're in everywhere. Wheat is in everything, and this can cause gut inflammation. And as many people know, I'm very strong in people going gluten-free. Blocks nutrient absorption, causes inflammation, systemic all the way to problems, with your skin and stuff. It's really, people have to stay gluten-free, right? So I know what's in your stool. In fact, a lot of clients say, Ian, shouldn't we run a stool test? And sometimes they say, no, I already know what's in you. Tell me what you've eaten and tell me you live in the US and I already know what's going on. I'll do stool tests if they ask for it, but oftentimes I kind of know what's going on. How's your parasites, right? Guaranteed. If you lived in the US and you haven't done a parasite cleanse ever, you might have these little Entamoeba histolica. You have these little parasites. They live in you rent free. Right? We're not talking about the big worms. Those are something, but just talking about what with a very, very high confidence, I'd have most people have in the US is these small single cell amoeba parasites. Produce all these toxins, but also this gunk gets through your leaky gut, shows up in your skin. You're not sure why, right? You have parasitic infections, right? It's very, very common. How's your sleep? Up to 70 million Americans are sleep deprived, right? And guaranteed most people are sleep deprived here, right? Press a one in the text if you are sleep deprived, or a zero. Let's do a zero, because if you're not getting enough sleep, it's a zero. I want to see that. But guaranteed most people are sleep deprived. And when we talk about sleep deprived, we're not talking about sleeping from, 10 to 6 or 10 to 5 or whatever. It's quality of sleep. Do you dream? Do you wake up restless from your sleep? Do you wake up constantly needing to pee, right? Is your sleep being disturbed? And is your sleep really deep, right? And sleep is your healing. Sleep is the one time that your body finally has a time to heal because you're not doing anything, just has a time to relax, right? And we're going to talk a little bit about that. So here's the deal, people. Most people are inundated with pathogens, which produce toxins, mold, bacteria, parasites. They're inundated with environmental toxins, herbicides, pesticides, plastics, gas additives, and more. They're in a state of chronic indigestion, right? Even if your poop looks fine and well formed, what's in it might indicate a deeper level of indigestion that you don't even know. You've been pooping regular all your life. You have nice stools, but what's in that stool that indicates the fact that you're just not getting the nutrients you need from your food. As a consequence, you have malabsorption. Of course, as a consequence of malabsorption, you have nutrient absorption. As a consequence of nutrient absorption, you have all these other issues. You have inflammation in your gut. I don't care whether it's an inflammation that you feel or an inflammation that shows in the stool test. If you're exposed to herbicides and pesticides and mold toxins, you're going to have some level of inflammation. It's only going to grow over time. You're tired. Many people, to be honest, people are so tired they don't even know what it's like to have energy. Sometimes a good day of not being as tired, they see it as being a time as, oh, I have so much energy. A lot of people don't really know what it means to have lots of energy ready to conquer the day. They've never thought about that. And then autoimmunity. It's very likely for these herbicides and toxins to get embedded into your thyroid, into your gut. Your thyroid, you get Hashimoto's. In your gut, you get colitis, right? You get these kind of toxins deep in your cells, and your body has no choice but to rip your cells apart to get those toxins away. You have chronic issues, all right? Many people live with, issues asymptomatically, symptoms that are perhaps bearable, right? We go through a lot of symptoms. We're just like, yeah, I know I'm bloated, I'm feeling well, but I got things to do and I don't have time. Or some people have horrible symptoms and some people have just given up, right? That's the reality. And often symptoms arise during or after pregnancy. For many women, pregnancy is the one time your body gets to do a detox because it has to, because it's trying to protect your baby. And then all of a sudden you see all these things. You're tired, your skin breaks out. Now, the parasites in you kind of wake up, right? So oftentimes during or even after pregnancy is really a time when many women can be nutritionally drained and the pathogens have a time to kind of wreak havoc. So this leads to chronic health issues, and we're going to get to the ULT soon, but this is it. This is all the chronic health issues that most people that have talked to me over the past several years as Tox Doc have. Gut inflammation, dysbiose, that's the number one thing. As a result, they have chronic fatigue. As a result of pathogens, they have ulcerative colitis, Crohn's, constipation, diarrhea, skin issues, right? Inflammation in the gut, inflammation in the skin, right? Parasites and gunk in your gut, you're going to have these skin issues, right? Thyroid issues, hypo, under, or hyper, both can be related to toxicity. Both can cause the thyroid to be underactive or overactive. Hormone issues for men and women, infertility, weight issues, the inability to lose weight, right? Or even for some people, even the inability to gain weight because they're not getting the nutrients. Kids' health as well, right? This is affecting our children just as much as they're affecting adults, more so perhaps. You have liver issues. You have a non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. You have cirrhosis. Your liver is just struggling with dealing with all the toxins, putting aside the toxins that you may add if you're drinking, not eating well, and it's dying. It's not doing well. You're stressed out and you don't know why. Sure, I understand the world around you is a tough place and a lot of people are going through a lot of things. I get that. But there's a level of stress that you should be able to kind of manage and not have those peaks and troughs, right? And part of that can be the fact that your body's not supported to manage that. You have type 1 diabetes and type 2 diabetes, right? These are, in my opinion, related to infections. It's all related to mineral deficiencies, right? As a result of our environment. You have high blood pressure, right? Your body's forced, forced to act harder to get nutrients to the body for many different reasons, right? One is you don't have enough muscle. Muscle is just so important as part of your cardiovascular system, especially to push nutrients in the small capillaries of your blood to where it needs to. Your muscles start starving. It sends a signal to the brain. You get higher blood pressure because these cells say, I'm starving, I'm starving. We need more blood flow, right? Because you're nutrient deficient and you lack muscle. Brain issues, ADHD. I mean, these are all just what I call starving brain syndrome. Your brain is just not getting the essential amino acids and the minerals and the choline and the fats needed to get to your brain, right? And one thing that I didn't show in the stool sample is a lot of people can have a lot of undigested fat as well. Fat. You could have undigested fiber. You could have undigested both vegetable meat and meat, but you can have undigested fat, right? If you have undigested fat in your stool, what do you think your brain is doing? It's starving. Chronic infections, that's said. Women's health, PCOS, estrogen dominance, fibroids. It's all lack of minerals. Excess sugar, that's definitely a one thing, right? Estrogen dominance has a lot to do with liver and a backed up liver. And I can go on and on. Fibroids, again, is hormone balancing, oftentimes as a result of endocrine disruptors and the things that are in our food. Connective tissue disorders, that's a big thing. A lot of people are asking about connective tissue disorders, right? All inflammation, all autoimmunity, all heavy metals, all toxicity. Even if you hear things like rare, mysterious disorders, if anybody ever comes to me saying you have a rare, mysterious disorder, I ask, what have you been exposed to? What have you been exposed to? And oftentimes they tell me, or we do tests and we see filled with herbicides and pesticides and heavy metals and mycotoxins and things like that. Well, let's see if we can detox and cleanse you. And then we could talk about how rare, mysterious that disorder is and whether it goes away completely. Okay, so the problem. Most people's health issues are associated, to nutrient deficiencies and toxicity. That's reality. Stress is certainly another third axis. I can add that. I've seen people that have chronic stress, and that can cause inflammation in the body. It spikes the blood sugar, cortisol, it can cause a lot of issues. I get that. But for many people, you can do a lot by just nourishing your body and cleansing it. And the solution is flood the body with minerals and nutrients, do a detox, and things get better, right? Whether it takes you, you're at a 2 out of 10, it takes you to a 6 out of 10, and 8 out of 10, that's your journey, right? But you're never going to fail when you give your body minerals and nutrients, right? And it's to help support it, detox. So what is the long-term solution? The long-term solution is food. It's as simple as that. The long-term solution is the most comprehensive solution, and the most comprehensive solution is food. I made that up, right? We know this. I think it's kind of been lost in the kind of holistic health world where we kind of supplement this and supplement that. We take binder this, and we fill people's lives with our cabinets with tons of supplements, hoping that each one will optimize it. When in the end, all you really needed was a comprehensive, broad spectrum of foods, right? And we have to remember that. I love supplements. If you need for the immediate future, for acute symptoms, issues, you supplement, you do stuff, no problem. But in the long term, your healing is always going to come from food. That's what you in the long term. Right?
Yeah. A letter from the library.
Second.
Whoa. It says that my book is due. Somebody else is waiting to check out the.
All right. Give me 1 second. Let me just refine my focus after that. All right, here I am. So what is ULT? ULT allows you to eat the way, sorry, there's the way you want, the way you want to, the way you need to conveniently integrate in your life. That's what it is. That's what really ULT is. ULT is just providing you with the way you want to eat, the way you need to eat, clean, nutrient dense, in a way that's easy to integrate in your life. They're not inventing anything new. This is not some crazy amino acid injection. This is not IV chelation, right? This is not some heavy detox. This is simply a comprehensive food-based support program with a detox that allows you to comprehensively meet many of the different approaches, gut healing and nutrient absorption and parasite cleansing and sleep support that allows you to comprehensively move every single part of your body to where you want it to go. And that's the key thing. ULT is making it easy for you to eat the way you want to and the way that your body needs to. Okay, so what is this ultimate lifestyle transformation? The ultimate lifestyle transformation just is a comprehensive meal replacement and detox program that provides essential nutrients to support overall wellness. And I say it's comprehensive. You know, with among practitioners, we say foundations. We want to look at foundations. If you talk to practitioners, they say, well, what do you work on with your clients? They say, I work on foundations and the key foundations. Let me tell you something, people. The only foundation you have to care about is food. Your body will take care of the rest. Listen, the only real lever you have to pull in your health is what you put in your mouth. And you know, what you touch and stuff like that, I get that. But the most primary thing you can change, the most foundational thing is your food, right? This is the important thing. This is what ULT is allowing you to do. It includes clean, organic, mold-free. I'll say that one more time so you get it. Mold-free, soil pure, right? They've detoxed the soil. We might talk about that in another session. Pure spring water irrigated, all right? They're not just taking a tap municipal. They're hydrating it with their own pure spring water. Regeneratively farmed, right? So they're putting back the minerals. They're putting back the minerals to make sure that the very trace minerals that you want to get, that you should get, the plant-based minerals are there. So let me start. It includes clean, organic, mold-free, soil pure, pure spring water irrigated, regeneratively farmed superfoods, rich in phytonutrients, antioxidants, minerals, nutrients, fiber essential for the body, along with easily absorbable amino acids for muscle growth and metabolism. That's your meal replacement. This is for the people that have a challenge eating clean, right? They don't have the budget. They don't have access to clean food, right? They can't afford it. They're a busy mom, right? They're pregnant. They just don't have the time to put in what they need to make the food themselves. This is what ULT is providing in the form of a meal replacement program, right? ULT also features a gut healing probiotic to restore digestive balance, a parasite cleanse to detoxify the body and promotes restful sleep, aid recovery and reducing stress, right? So it's feeding you, it's nourishing you, it's helping you sleep, and it's helping you cleanse. Is there anything that's possibly missing from that? Other than just, you know, mind and dealing with stress management, which is another thing we could talk about. That is the most comprehensive, and it's able to do it in one single program. Okay, so what are you doing? You're getting your minerals and nutrients and fiber. That's the power shake. All right, so ULT, for people who are here who are new, ULT consists of 5 products. It's a power shake, a really nice shake that you mix up, you mix in water and you drink. You do that in the morning, you do that midday. That's going to be your nutrients, your minerals, your fiber. Nutrient dense, organic, mold free, right? It's just going to flood your body with minerals and nutrients. Amino acids, that's your muscle building. That's your mood. That's your blood sugar. I'm getting ahead of myself, but I'm just showing you. So it's going to give you. So the power shake, a scoop of that you put in part of the program is equal to 6 superfood salads, densified to store all the nutrients. The amino acid supplements you take is like taking a 6-ounce steak, but you don't have to worry about that steak being clean and regenerative and or organic and your body having to digest it. It's giving you the essential amino acids. And I have some really cool facts about the amino acids from in the super aminos. Sleep and inflammation. So the Apothe-Cherry, what you drink at night, it's going to be this really nice tart cherry. You can drink it with water. You can mix it with warm water. It's going to support your sleep, and it's going to support your melatonin levels, and it's going to help with inflammation. The Biomedic is the probiotic. It's the detoxer. It's going to do gut healing. It's going to do detox. It's a really good probiotic. I'll have more information on that. And of course, the SuperCleanseR, that's the parasite cleanse capsules that you take intermittently in between in the first and second month. Okay. So what are the benefits, right? These are for the people who are new to the ULT. All right, tell me the benefits, right? Let's, as comprehensive as the ULT is, so will be the benefits. Increase energy levels. This is something that we see within the first week. People are just like, wow, I have a lot more energy because your body's getting the minerals and nutrients it needs to have that energy. Activating cellular detoxification. We'll have another talk about cellular detoxification because that's very, very important. Reducing unhealthy fat, creating lean muscle, eliminating toxic glyphosate. All right, it's been shown that once you get on this program, you start peeing out glyphosate more than the control. It's going to repair the gut microbiome, right? Improve digestion and elimination. Reduce bloating, and bloating is just that. It's just this indigestion, right? It's going to enhance deep sleep. It's going to improve mood and focus, and it's going to support healthy inflammatory response because inflammation is just part of your immune system. It's just the inflammatory response. It's just trying to clear up pathogens, but sometimes it gets a little too much, so it's going to support it. If you can do, honestly, half of these, you've gained benefits. If you can even do a third of these, you've gained benefits, all right? This is a very comprehensive. I can't think of anybody, sorry, let me just go back. I can't think of anybody who wouldn't benefit from any. You choose 3 of these benefits, you're gonna change your life. You're gonna change your life. Well, let me not be as bold, but you're gonna change your health. Let's just say your life might involve other things. All right. I want to go through, and I just want to get people to get a feel of the ingredients. We're going to talk about the ingredients today. And I want people to look at the keywords. Don't worry about the text, but look at the keywords of what's involved in or what's included in the ingredients of these different products, right? The power shake that you're going to do in 2 days, right? The rice bran extract, high in antioxidants. You're going to see that a few times. I colored that here a few times. Antioxidants, critical for dealing with inflammatory responses, critical for dealing with inflammation caused by toxins, all right? The bran extract has fiber. Most people, I'll be honest, most people, the benefits they see with the first few months, I honestly think is just from the enhanced, easy absorbable fiber. People are not getting enough fiber in their diet. And even if they get it, they can't break it down to the point where it's that small cellulosic fiber that can really benefit the gut. And when you actually get that, so many things happen. You start to eliminate better. Your gut microbiome comes alive. It's really amazing, right? So there's a lot of fiber in this, right? So it's going to support digestion and heart health. The organic gluten-free milled oats, right? And these are ancient grains, so don't worry. A lot of people worry about oats. These are ancient grains, right? So they're clean. It's going to provide cellular fiber. I said that again, the fiber. Most people will gain an enormous amount of benefit by having the fiber in this, right? And this fiber is known to lower cholesterol, promote fullness, right? Very, very important. Organic spirulina, right? Spirulina was like a superfood they used to give astronauts to make sure that they got all the minerals and nutrients they needed on like space stations and things like that. Spirulina is nutrient dense. It's a nutrient dense superfood, high in protein, supports immunity, and reduces inflammation. Organic millet, right? This gluten-free grain, right? And I know a lot of people worry about grains, but these are ancient grains. These are clean grains. Most of the reason grains are not good grains is because they're industrial farm, they're agriculture, they're filled with herbicides and pesticides. They're dirty, they're mold-free, but these are clean grains, right? Organic carrot juice powder. We know this. Most people, when you do green juicing, you're going to add carrots to it. So it's no surprise that you're going to have this carrot juice powder. High in beta carotene, very good for the eyes, very, very good for the eyes. This is also included in the power shake, right? Wheatgrass powder, right? Detoxifies. Wheatgrass is its own detoxifier, right? Helps detoxify the body, boosts energy, and the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is such a gem, right? If you can somehow find a way to take chlorophyll and put it in a liquid tincture that's not that stable, it has a lot of healing, but it's here in the power shake. And it, again, antioxidants again. Amaranth, right? This protein-rich grain that supports muscle recovery and digestion. We're going to talk about muscle when we get to the super aminos, right? So you see already, this is just half of the components in the power shake. You're going to get fiber. You're going to get antioxidants. You're going to get more protein, right? You're going to get things that help your eyes. You're going to get chlorophyll, that is rich. Chlorophyll is green because of the magnesium. If you're eating anything green, you're getting magnesium. Magnesium is important for over 600 different chemical reactions in your body, okay? And protein rich, which is good. We're going to talk about that. The power shake, alfalfa juice powder. Alfalfa is so good for you. So good for you. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to tell you something about alfalfa. Most alfalfa that's cultivated here in the US is only grown for about a year, maybe two if you're lucky. Alfalfa takes 3 years for the roots to grow deep enough for it to actually get the trace minerals and the minerals from the Earth's crust. Okay, most alfalfa that you're getting out there is just alfalfa. It's just fiber. It doesn't have the deep minerals and nutrients that alfalfa is known to have. Right? Purium grows their alfalfa continuously. They don't just grow and then harvest and regrow. It's deep, old, well-grown, well-cared for alfalfa. So you're going to get your trace minerals, right? Oat grass juice, right? Supports digestion and detoxification. Organic buckwheat, it's gluten-free. It's rich in fiber and antioxidants. Look at these things, two things, fiber and antioxidants. Very, very powerful for gut healing, very, very good for your body. Quinoa seed is a complete protein source. We know this. People use protein or quinoa as a replacement for meat often. The protein is going to boost your energy and support muscle repair. And I'm going to show that a little bit more when we get to the amino acids. The natural raspberry flavor adds natural flavor, but it also has antioxidants, all right? So the raspberry is adding that flavor, but it's also adding antioxidants. You have the apple flavor, which gives a pleasant taste, but also apple also has antioxidants and also immune boosting, right? The apple day keeps the, away, right? Organic lugangu, right? Or go, if I'm saying that right. An extract, that's a natural sweetener. And also organic chia seed, right? High in omegas. Omegas are so important for healing. Omegas, omegas, omegas. And we're going to talk next week, we're going to talk about navigating the ULT. So people are on the ULT and doing the ULT and what you're eating along with it, because we're going to talk about omegas and healthy fats, which are very, very important in anybody's journey, but it's here in the Power Shake. Super aminos. I'm going to go a little quicker because I want to answer questions, right? Super aminos is amazing. The amino acids in the super aminos are absolutely amazing, right? And I have a slide to show that. You're going to get, but let's talk about L-leucine triggers muscle protein synthesis for growth and recovery. L-valine supports muscle repair, energy, and focus. Most people are in a state of muscle wear and muscle deterioration. The L-isoleucine aids in muscle recovery. Lysine promotes skin, collagen, and immune health, right? L-lysine is really good for you if you have skin outbreaks and things like that, herpes outbreaks and things like that. L-lysine is really good. So it's a really good skin protector and skin nourisher, right? L-phenylalanine, right? Enhances mood and it's really good for cognitive function. So these aminos are not just helping your muscle, it's helping your brain. L-threonine supports skin, immune function, fat metabolism. L-methionine detoxifies and promotes healthy skin, hair, and nails, right? So it's going to help, the look. And L-tryptophan is a precursor for serotonin, which is important for better sleep and mood, all right? These are very important. You notice the L that's on it, the L. Why am I saying L-leucine, L-valine, L-isoleucine, right? So a quick thing in chemistry, molecules can look like your hands. And your left hand and your right hand can never be the same how you rotate it, right? They're molecularly different, right? So basically, when you say L-leucine, it's the type of molecular orientation that is different than if it was kind of the mirror, right? The L version is the most bioavailable and the most assimilated, right? It's easily absorbable and it's easily processed in the body. It's the most bioavailable. So whenever you see L, that's good. And all of these are that kind of bioavailable form, right? But these are things that came out of Dave Sandoval's talk just recently. I was on the Zoom. He had some great, great facts about the super aminos that I want to share. The super aminos have a 99.5% bioavailable use. That means within 30 minutes of you taking it, it's ready to build muscle. No having to wait to digest that steak, no worry about digestion and things like that. The super aminos are bioavailable and ready for muscle building 30 minutes. So for people that are on recovery or for people that are exercising, right? Things like that, the super aminos are very, very important. It's clinically proven to tighten the matrix of your skin. Let's be honest. It's not about losing weight. It's about looking good. People want to look good. You can lose weight, but tighten the skin is very important. Dave Sandoval even said, and I'm not saying that you do this, but he gave an example. He gave 45 super aminos a day, 9 tablets a time for 5 days, and somebody lost over 300 pounds with the skin being tight, right? So it's amazing supplement. It's really, really good. I'm glad it's on the ULT. The Biomedic, right? I'm going to go a little quicker through this just so we have some time for questions. It has a beautiful probiotic that's been shown to help detox the body from glyphosate. Chicory root is really good. It's an inulin. Inulin's a really good prebiotic fiber to help rebuild and nourish your gut. All right. It's also really good chicory is really good for producing bile, helping your body produce bile, which is really good for liver health. The humic, that's the fulvic acid, that's your binder. The lactospore is a really good probiotic for healing your gut. It's also, and like I said, it's been proven to show and enhance the excretion of glyphosate from the body. And finally, the SuperCleanseR, right? Great ingredients, right? Black walnut hull, right? The kind of flagship for parasite cleansing. Marshmallow root soothes and protects the digestive tract. Organic clove contains antimicrobials, right? Supporting the removal of harmful organisms. So you're not only doing a parasite cleanse, you're doing a bacterial cleanse. Wormwood is also good for elimination parasites. Amalakibua fruit is really good. It's rich in vitamin C. It has 25 times more vitamin C than an orange. What do you think your body's going to do with all that vitamin C? And vitamin C is an antioxidant, it's an immune booster. Cascara sagrada bark, right? So it's a really good natural laxative, and organic senna leaf helps cleanse, right? So look what you're doing. You're giving your body minerals, nutrients, fiber, antioxidants, amino acids, and you're also helping with digestive elimination and cleansing. And finally, the Apothe-Cherry, rich in antioxidants, right? Its studies have actually even found that it helps lower the cholesterol and help with cardiovascular health. So this is going to help with your sleep. This is going to help just promote good sleep and good inflammatory response, right? So the point is, people should get on the T. People should get on the ULT. This is the most comprehensive program out there that comprehensively addresses the body in terms of nutrients, minerals, amino acids, as well as doing a cleanse. And that's very, very important, right? So final words before you answer questions. Your health journey, it's your health journey. Take actions. Whether you're seeking, a personal transformation with ULT or looking for guidance through a consultation, you can work with me, you have to take an action. Do you want to be on the ULT? What do you want? You have to make a decision. For brand partners, share this transformation. This is really great information, really great products. Help others achieve wellness. For ULT participants, you're already on the journey. If we can support you, we'll support you, and you're doing great. Hopefully this presentation encouraged you that what you're doing is great for your body. Potential people who are interested in selling this or promoting this, join us. Help us promote this really great program. And for people who are interested in consult, you can meet with me. I'm happy to meet with you. All right. I'm going to say thank you here. I'll leave this. I'm going to take a little break and grab some water and come back and answer questions. If anybody has any questions, they can put in the text, or we can open up for the mic. I'm going to stop I'm going to stop the recording. I guess it stopped automatically. Let me reshare my screen. Let me go back.